So we started out 2025 with poles down at Coyote Run at Mason, Tennessee. And this is the first time I'd run her in poles in a while. And I wasn't really sure how with it she was going to be, but she came in firing. It felt really fast. And here's like our slight misstep is she smoked this last pole and then thought about weaving again, but I was really pleased with it. Then we went down to Tunica, and she gave me a little trouble in the gate here, and so I just kind of cruised her through. You can see she picked up the barrel, she made some nice turns, and I'm just kind of cruising her. We should have made a smaller pocket for that second, but it's fine. She's looking around a little bit, but she comes through and cruises out really nice, and we end up getting a check with this run. And after this, I ended up getting her hawks done. I got her SI. I take it back. I got her SI done, and that really helped. But she was a good girl. Very, very precious. And then we just mostly rode around Coyote Run until we went down to Murfreesboro, which we typically do in the spring. She was running really well. She wasn't really picking up her turns very as well as she can. So, but I was happy with her. It's really fun to have a horse that goes in there and finds all the turns and comes out. And this was a 4D time, even just cruising. We had the whole weekend. Here again, I tried to do poles. Again, I really haven't done poles that much other than these 2 or 3 entries. We kind of got spooked down at the end, but she came through and was weaving really nicely. For as much as I do poles, I can't complain with how she just picks it right back up and goes back through them. So easy pass through here while we're at Murfreesboro. I kind of felt bad. We did run quite a bit, but she picked up a check. Even in poles, there weren't that many entries. So you can see coming out here, I was really happy with her. She's a little spitfire sometimes. So we're all smiles. Good girl. She makes barrel racing fun. Then we came back, I think the next day. You can see she just really isn't turning as well as I know she can. They're a little wide. She's moving smooth, and I can't complain. We're I think in the 4D here. 3D I think actually. So she cut some time off from the first day, and then here we came back the next month to Murfreesboro, and she did feel snappier. Maybe she was in better shape. Maybe I was riding better, but she's such a good girl. Just come around, and I do kind of let off the gas a little bit coming off, and as you can see, she's just getting faster every run. So the next day, I tried to ride her a little better. Had a little trouble getting over for that second, but there she goes. She is just easy at this third. I know she always comes back. And then, like I said, I'm trying to ride her a little harder out, and there we go. And, faster time. She really did improve a lot in 2025. Santobia is a little tricksy because it's a closed gate. So you come in, it's not centered. And I didn't, you see me kicking, but I'm not really hustling her. So and then coming out, I really pull up as we come to the timer. So I think we were pretty far off at this race. And then Lucky Dog, this has 50,000 ads, so we always come to this. And she does just get better and better at show place. So she comes around that second, really nice. Little stiff on the backside of the third, but it's okay. And this was mid 15, which is her fastest time there. I believe she kept just getting faster at show place. And Bulls and Barrels, this is the first rodeo I kind of took her to, and she smoked that first, and then we got a little short steppy at that second, unfortunately, and knocked it, and then she saw the bulls, and it was all over. So, we got a little distracted. It's okay. I was so pleased with her, and it was a fun night. And I think this run here shows clearly that I don't run Skunk much outside, and she was just running. It didn't seem like she picked up any of the barrels. She kind of ran past them all. So I need to get outdoors more with her and run. But it was a good way to stretch her legs on some good ground. So I did take her to a trainer's. It was hot, so I was hoping just to take her through trainers a couple times, get her looking for the barrels more, get her ready for Perry, Georgia and Murfreesboro that were coming up soon. So you can see she gets by that third a little bit, and I just lope around it because it's a trainer. And then I just cruise her out because, she's a good girl. And everything during this time frame was like outdoors and really hot. And these local shows are great, but there's just not much money to be won. And I don't know anyone there. So there's no videos of me until we get back to Murfreesboro, where Skunk came in hot. She must have felt good being in the AC compared to having to do those trainers and riding outside so much, because she came in and was firing well and ran her first 15 at Murfreesboro. So I was really pleased. We came back the next day and she felt a little off at that first, but she kept moving and kept it up and just has a nice, clean, qualified run. So another 15. This is actually the exact same time, which is crazy. But she won money with this one, especially since I did add the side pots. So I think we ended up winning like $300 or something dollars. So very pleased with her. And then the last one, this one was crazy because it is a little slower than the other two. And we are just slightly outside of winning the 3D average, winning a saddle. So I think we needed to be like half a tenth faster, 0.05 faster or something ridiculous. And then we were in Perry, Georgia for the Ruby Buckle. Skunk had a good attitude, seemed ready to roll. Didn't seem that upset about being stalled for so much, because usually she is out in a pasture and she'd been stalled quite a bit. So I didn't do the trainers that they give you. And that was definitely a mistake. It was a fine cruise through round one. And I had to actually take her somewhere afterwards and cruise her. So here we are, round two. And we still even look safe going to the first. But then she gets snappier the more we're going. She's smoking those turns, moving out. And, her ears are up. She still had more to give. But I almost a second faster than round one. And a great time, a beautiful time, because we ended up bringing home, several dollars, almost $3,000. So definitely our biggest weekend. And then I went over to Arkansas for a big jackpot they have over there. I didn't have anyone to video, so here are all the photos. But despite having a little snafu on the backside of that second, Skunk, just did amazing. She won the 3D, winning another over $600. So for 2025, Skunk won $4,848, the most she's ever won. And I'm excited for 2026. So look out for that.